Aloha world! This is Pineapple Princess and welcome to my channel. Mahalo nui for subscribing. Good morning! Aloha world! I hope this video finds you well, happy and healthy, and that you are in good spirits. Getting ready for bed. It is just about 6:45, so it's about 10:45 your time. Or actually, because of daylight savings, it's 9:45 your time. So you are getting ready for bed. I hope you have a restful evening. Nalingaw ko sa inyuhang comments gahapon sa akong vlog about the cockroach. Bitaw world, tinuod bitaw na cockroach loves coffee. They like the smell of coffee. They like the texture of the coffee beans. Kay kana good. I live in Hawaii for a while and there's a lot of coffee there, especially in Kona. Lots and lots of coffee trees, and I've watched them harvest. I've watched where they store them, you know, the beans itself. Once it's roasted, it's put in a sack, ilang mga sinako, ilare butang sa storage. Unya, it's like that all throughout the world. Italy, Africa, you know, everywhere. Kasi nako man gyud na inig-harvest, and then they store it there because, you know, it needs to get aged for a little bit, and until it gets sold, it stays there. Whoever buys it, mauna ang magaling sa coffee. But for some reason, cockroaches ug ang uban nga insects and ok-ok, they get attracted to the smell, so they flock over, they lay eggs over there, and they live there. So when it's time for grinding, galinguno na, makit-an sila kay naa naglihok-lihok, pero dili gid siya makuha tanan. So ilang ayagon, but the beans are big, you know, it looks like just a little bit smaller than the actual beans, you know, kana bitang Hunt's beans nga kanang, we call it lima beans here. I don't know what you call it there, but the regular beans that we boil, or the ones in the cans, like the Hunt's beans, it's like that size, only a little bit smaller. Maana inigaling, maapil gyud ang mga ipos ug ok-ok. So it's true, it's not poisonous. It's just that I think of the smell. They don't even eat it. They just like the smell, and they feel like it's their home because it's brown. They can camouflage, and it's silky. Coffee bean is silky and shiny, and they like the feel. Yeah, kita. We like the taste. Nagkape na mo world. Tinuod bitaw na world, wala ko na makat. But anyhow, a lot of people from different cultures, they eat cockroach, they eat grasshopper, they eat frogs. One time when I was in New York City, I went there for a world training when I worked for, hold on sa world, ako sa for an international convention. I used to work as an account manager for Arrow Electronics, ARROW Electronics. They are a global company. They have facilities in Greece. I don't think there's one in Southeast Asia, but all over the place. A lot of countries in Europe. Anyhow, we had this international convention for the account managers in New York City, and 2 days before we arrived on a Friday, so no work Saturday and Sunday. So the company hired like 5 big buses to give everyone from out of the country and people who's never been to New York, or whoever wants to go for a New York City tour. So they took us to the Times Square, the Rockefeller Center. We went to Central Park. We toured Manhattan, the Long Island. We went to the Chrysler Building, Statue of Liberty, all over New York, tourist spot. Anyhow, there is a huge Chinatown in New York City. So they took us there, and I was looking at these people. They were buying something that was inside the plastic bags. Remember when we were little? Kaway-kaway sa akong mga kaedad din ha. People in your 40s, aloha, shout outs. Kaya remember mo, sa katubitang gapas-gapas ng cotton candy, there's pink, there's mint green, blue, different color, and they put it inside the plastic bag. Looks like that. So ilang paburuton ang plastic bag. Yeah, inside, doon na naglupad-lupad. Doon na naglupad-lupad nga murag kwaknit. So it caught my attention. I stopped. I'm like, oh wait, what is that? So anyway, the guy told me it was a flying lizard flies. Mura jud siya kwaknit. So people buy them and they fry them just like frogs, I guess. And they said it tastes really good because it's crispy. I'm like, oh no, thank you. So the same thing, they eat, a lot of people eat grasshoppers, ok-ok, mga di na lang tamang istorya na inom na raba kong kape. Anyway, kaway-kaway sa mga coffee lovers like me, baghantag na inom ok-ok today. Pero tinuod yun na world, ang coffee dili yun malikayan nga naan siya cockroach. Mara na. Kaya saon, cockroach comes in different sizes, and even though they put screens or filters, still it comes into the sack. Musud gyud siya sa sako kay dili man sa gyud kinahanglan nga kanang ibuot gyud bitaw siya nga walay cross ventilation. Kinahanglan ang coffee beans na agad siya mga buslot-buslot sa sako so that the beans can breathe. Otherwise, it will rot. So maon na ay cockroach. So dili ni fake news ha, Stephanie. It is true. Not many people will tell you, but I've learned this when I lived in Hawaii, the islands of Hawaii, in Oahu. And in Kona, there's a lot of coffee farms. That's why they have Kona coffee. And also with my different travels, of course, there's a lot of coffee farms that I've been to, and ingon ana gyud ang process sa coffee. Parehara good. Rice has the same issue. Ok-okon, usahay ka ng mga itom-itom, nga naay mga bugs, ingon ana. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do our Did You Know this morning. Daghan sad ang wakay bawaan eh. So, gugulan niya ninyo ha. Please Google them so at least you know. Para dili mo masyak kung agara na mo ha. Did you know that when we go to sleep, bugs come out of our face, and they eat the dead skins. So while we're asleep, inigatog na to as soon as we close our eyes and the lights are off, ngit-ngit na. These bugs that live in us, naatay bugs, human beings, naatay bugs sa atong face. They come out and they have a feast. They party on us. They eat our dead skin. They eat our dead skins, and what they are is they are called face mites or face bugs. I think the scientific name, if I remember, is I think it's called Demodex follicularum. There are two types. So there is Demodex follicularum and Demodex breviaria or Demodex breva. So I learned this when I went work for Eli Lilly and Company, and I was in training. They taught us a bunch of course, medical stuff, and we went for training for 3 months, or I did. The face bugs. As soon as we go to sleep, unya ngit-ngit na, manggawas na sila. They live inside our hair, facial hair follicles, and then they come out of the faces. Daghan sila, unya. They party around the mouth, around the eyes, around the nose. They eat the dead skins from our face. They look weird. They are transparent in color, and they look yucky. They look like aliens. It's not visible in the naked eye, but they look like aliens, and they are definitely in the arachnid family, just like the spiders, which means they have 8 legs, and they look funky. Mura gyud sila mga aliens, bro. So natugta, labi na katong sa mga magnganga nga matug. Yeah, they come into the mouth, they eat dead skins. And then the worst part of it is they lay eggs on our face, and that's how they increase their population. And then after that, after they eat and after they lay eggs, they go back into our pores because that's where they hide. Where the hair comes out, they go in. Mauna around. So, i-google niya ninyo ang face bugs or face mites, and you will see what it looks like. They look weird, but all human beings have it. I don't know what we would do without them. So I'm not quite sure if I want to thank them or curse them. The thought of the bugs eating your face at night while we go to sleep, Mana world, kamang mga girls, kinahanglan ha, tangtangan ninyo inyong makeup at night. Don't sleep with makeup on, because the Demodex follicularum and Demodex breviaria or breva has to work really hard. Anya, basing mabuntagan sila. Tawa lang tani. Tinaad bitan. Ay. How did I start talking about bugs? Anyway, I'm just sharing tinuod good ni world. It's good to know these things, something you can share with your kids just so they know. It's always good to keep the face clean and the whole body clean. Always do hot towel, at night on the face. Removes the clogs, removes some of the dead skins anyway, and it cleanses the pores. That way you can sweat and whatnot. Mao na atong lesson for today. Thank you for watching my vlog. This is Pineapple Princess. Tawa sad mo, oy. Pagkapi sa mo, pagkapi. Katawa sa akong bana gabi. I was laughing so hard. I was like, what are you doing? It's like, no, I have this cockroach in your coffee vlog. And they start laughing and he goes, did they believe you? I said, no. Hingon siya, well, too bad. Ay, ay, ay. Meeting today. It's so busy at work. My eyes hurt from staring at the computer monitor for quite some time yesterday. I had a huge contract yesterday. I mean, not huge. It was only $469,000 for one contract. Dili ako. It's not mine. It's just reviewing the contract and accepted the contract for one customer. And then there's more. It's so busy. So I was tired. My eyes were strained and drained. Yesterday my brain was drained. So thank you kaayo ha sa inyong mga comments yesterday. It made me laugh. But it's also true. Wa ko na maka tinuod yun na bro. Face mites, they look like aliens. They almost look like part crocodile, part scorpion. It's weird looking. Ay 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 ay. So what people do, or what we used to do, is you get a piece of tape and then you tape it on your forehead or somewhere in your face and leave it there for 1 minute. When you remove the tape, like siyon. So of course dunay kanang, you know, small skin cells or hair follicles nga kanang mga tangtang, no? Pilit sa tape. And then you put the tape under a microscope. That's when you see them moving around. Or yeah, that's when you see the face mites. It's only visible in a microscope or under a microscope. I think, if I remember, it's been so long. The size is about 0.3 millimeters long. 0.3. So it's tiny. We have aliens living in us. Woohoo! So kamo diha, kamong dili ganahag dogs and cats, ayaw mo pag inarte kay ngano. You have things living in you. Yay, yay. Tawa lang tani. You have things crawling in you. Lingaw man ko ninyo world. Tinuod bitaw ni, these are facts proven to be true. Facts proven to be true. Hala, uy, kagrabe sad nimo. Uy, nga ning imong parking ba nga kaduol nimo. Nagyaw. Tawa lang tani. So yuhan nagyaw-yaw ni manang isip. Anyway, please sleep well. I will see you in the morning. And today's lucky number is number 3. Number 3. So matamog sa'yo ha. Punya, pagkapi sa mga world. Tawa lang tayo. Bitaw. So, sa ko ha, kay ang among meeting. Love you guys and aloha.